Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are just wrapping up our war with the Condyne Alliance. And it shouldn't be too much longer, although we are embarking in a slightly spooky attack here. They have a lot of reserves, as you can see. We have more, and we should be able to handle this, in theory, but we are going to take losses. There's no doubt about that. That is 100% guaranteed. That said, other than the one location down over here, everywhere else is going to be relatively simple for us to attack. Like this location here, it's what, like 1200? As soon as the month tick. 1900. Okay, close enough. This here is 1600, we're bombarding it. This over here has 1600 and 800 and is being bombarded. Oh, there was another one there. 2100. Yeah, these aren't too bad. I mean, they're not going to make it easy for us, but let's just keep an eye on this. Oh, we're chunking through their reserves pretty well. It's better than I expected, to be sure. Combat width of 10 does help with that. The wider the combat width is, the better it is for us. I'm just wondering how that combat width is actually calculated. It's calculated from the size of the planet, but this is a size 25 planet. And how many districts do they have? They have a lot. Quite a lot of districts, indeed. I believe that, yeah, that's 26? Let's see here, 9 plus 9 is 18, 19, 20, 26, yep. Okay. So how do you get 10 out of 25 and 26? I don't know. I mean, rounded to the nearest integer and simply divided by 2.5? Or divided by the number of districts? Times 10? I don't know.
Research complete.
There's any number of ways they could have arrived at that. I suppose we could look at some of these other ones, like, for example, this world over here, which has... What is the combat width here? It actually doesn't say. Okay. Well, regardless, we're almost through their defense armies, and their attack armies are, I believe, quite a lot weaker. They are. They do roughly half in terms of attack and defense. So once we're through these defensive armies, that's the important thing there. We have definitely taken losses, but it was fewer than I anticipated. Yeah, they're starting to put their attack armies in now, and that's very good for us. We're getting some good disengagements as well over here. We should probably go ahead and put in something like explosive weapons attack speed would do. And we can go for army damage. Excellent. That'll do. And we are officially through their reserves. They have no more reserves to put on, so any morale that we remove is not coming back. Yeah, those assault armies, they're just not very good here. They're, in fact, very, very weak. We're now wider than their combat width, which is always a great sign. I would like to see them overhaul this a little bit, though. This planetary invasion thing, it'd be neat if you could, like, to some degree plan out an invasion route and you had to deal with buildings along the way and it auto-executed your plan as you went through and you had to mop up all of the little guys. It'd be pretty neat if that happened. If you had different types of armies rather than just spamming assault armies, so you could have, like, artillery forces and armor forces and infantry forces, and they'd be better at different things. It'd be pretty neat. It would also kind of be its own little game. So I can see why that might be out of scope, but I'd like to see that. If they maybe, like, divided the planet up so that each of these districts was like a tile type thing in Europa, the whole thing could happen in this 2D interface here. You'd just have a map and move around your little icons, but that'd be pretty neat, I think. I don't know. If anybody from Paradox watches me through some miracle, there's a free idea for you. I highly doubt anyone from Paradox watches me, at least yet. Well, we are basically done with these armies. There's only 2 more to go here. And one of them's an assault army, and its morale is crumbling fast. We're not hitting that defense army behind it, though, and I don't like that. There we go. Now we're hitting it. We did lose that army. Okay.
Enemy colony has crumbled.
Excellent. So we now fully occupy this system.
Research complete.
Interestingly, they're still only at 63% war exhaustion. I don't know how that works. We're going to have to move our armies up over here, and I'm going to move these armies in to reinforce them at the same time. And I'll bring you in, too. Come on over, buddy. Excellent. They are claiming our systems very, very consistently. Synthoid Link is still considered equivalent to us, and I think the reason why is because their Empire Sprawl is so much lower than ours. Like, we're over our Empire Sprawl, and so we have 69% increased tech cost. Wow! 68% increased tech cost. Imagine how fast we'd be tearing through these techs if we were doing it 70% faster. Like, it takes us 10 months to get through a tech right now. It would take us 3 months to get through a repeatable tech if our Empire Sprawl wasn't over our current penalty. And Hive Mind is actually good for that. Interesting. Okay, we're going to group all of these together. They are now grouped. We are going to jump drive right over here. That'll save us a large amount of time. When is our truce up with these guys? That's something we're going to need to know, because they're going to start closing borders to us in 2 years. Okay, we should be able to get through these 3 systems and get down here and take out this one in that amount of time. I'm just checking on this. This is starting to get to the point where it's not very scary. And we definitely want to go ahead and start invading here. And we'll move on over to there. This particular fleet, the 8th fleet, can go back to its home base at Delamar. Excellent. It is no longer needed up there because that system is, of course, fully occupied. And we have begun bombarding over here. Excellent. So what all goes into Empire Sprawl? Districts go in at 90% efficiency because of construction templates. Systems go in at 75% because of limited autonomy. Colonies go in at 25% because of limited autonomy as well. Is that policies? Where is limited autonomy at? I am not sure. Interesting. Is that something that we chose at the species creation, maybe? I don't don't know.
Research.
And then our pops go in at what appears to be about 50% efficiency, maybe 40% because of the synchronicity traditions. Okay. Sounds good. So we are, of course, attacking this factory station. I just realized something. I just realized something very dumb. I think I might have just found a bug. Because the army ceases to exist when you land like this, right? As far as the space view is concerned, they exist on the planet. And then when they take off, they re-exist. So we jump-drived into this system less than 200 days ago, for sure. If they come out and they can jump-drive again, then that means that we can chain jump-drive after every planet that we attack.
Rocket new tech.
And that is almost certainly a bug, and is not supposed to work that way. So we'll see if we can jump drive as soon as they're done here, which they are done now. And yeah, I think that resets the jump timer. I mean, we need to assault over here right now, but that's kind of silly. If that is indeed how that works. I'm pretty sure it does.
Planetary invasion begun.
Okay, so the saccharine shards, they can go ahead and jump out. And of course, that's only armies that would work that way, right? But it'd be more broken if we could get navies to work that way. Although, what if you put it into a different fleet? Is it stored at the ship level or the fleet level? I don't know. That might be something that would be breakable. In theory, anyway. Okay, so they have a few assault armies here. And we have a month tick going on. There we go. That's all fine. We're going to go for Strikecraft attack speed next. Excellent. And we should be getting through the reservists pretty soon here. Yeah, their morale is getting pretty low. Ours is too, but we have plenty of reserves. And they have only their assault armies in reserve, which is good for us. Probably would be slightly better for the AI to put in their assault armies first to try to soften us up for their stronger defense armies. Of course, that would basically guarantee the destruction of the assault armies. So it kind of depends on whether they wanted to keep those alive or not. In this situation, though, it would have just inflicted maximum casualties if they had done it that way. But they chose not to, and that's fine. So we should be taking over this world pretty soon, and then we'll jump up over here, and then over here. We should be able to jump drive in both situations, based on what I just outlined. And since jump driving is a ship weapons damage malice, that's not an issue for assault armies. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that this is fundamentally broken. It's just a small bug. Because realistically, you have to have space control anyway to exploit it, right? And at that point, the war is already won, and it's just a matter of speeding things up. So it's not even necessarily a bad thing. It might even be considered a decent quality of life. What are we attacking right now? Okay, I guess we're attacking this guy. But there were a couple of day ticks there where I thought that they weren't attacking anything at all. Interesting. Anyway, we need to go ahead and jump drive our way up over here. And so we're jump driving right now. There's actually quite a lot to attack here, unfortunately. So we will go ahead and begin bombardment right here. And you guys can land right here, where there is 0 strength. There's a lot to invade over here as well. That's 0 strength now, so we can back off to over here, I guess. And there's only the one area to attack here. That's 0 strength now. How goes the strength over here? Well, we'll find out after the month tick. There we go. Month tick is over, and we're at about 5.2k. And we'll go for admin cap. Yes, extend our deal, please. And we are going to go for, I think, defense platform hull points. Sure. Why not? Speaking of, I do want to check in on our new anchorages after this month tick. 14 days. Okay. That's great. We're aiming for 2250 for our naval cap. That is our goal. There we go. And so we will get in anchorages. Okay, this one. Anchorages here. And where's the other one? I don't know, it's missing. Here.
Research complete.
Anchorages. Perfect. Okay, so we've got some people joining the Galactic Entente. That's expected. There we go. We've got those going. And so, over here, are we landing? What are we doing here? That's controlled by us. So we need to land over here. Okay. And then this one here. 4586. That's pretty extensive. We'll bombard here and attack Machinist next, I think. Is going to be our best bet.
Planetary invasion begun.
Oh, we attacked here. Okay, that's fine. I meant to attack this other one, but I guess it'll have to do. Now, we are getting pretty high up on our influence, and we should consider maybe getting some claims. Make claims. And we are going to be claiming some border gore cleanup, which will end up looking something like that. Maybe that. There we go. Made some claims against the Synthoid link. Perfect. Okay, now we will continue. Now that we're no longer going to be capped on our influence. Synthoid Link is claiming our systems as well. They can have fun with that. They aren't going to succeed, after all. We're not currently very overextended at all. We do need to handle our fleets, though. They definitely need some changing, and to do that, I really want to be out of this war and get our fleets back home. So we'll have to do just that. For now, though, I really am hoping to finish this war this episode. But these invasions are taking a rather long time. Maybe if we had better troops. But no, instead I made 1 trillion clones. Well, that's typical me. Just a couple more armies to take out here. Yeah, their morale should be going away quite soon. In theory, anyway. Yeah, their morale is gone. Does this army survive? It does. Fantastic. So we will go ahead and land on this one. And of course, we are bombarding there. We're going to have to take machinists as well. This shouldn't, in theory, be an issue. We are running out of time with our truce with the Galactic Entente, though. And they may declare on us again. It's definitely something to consider. That said, we are in a much better position than we were last time. I went through and made sure that all of our bastions were good to go. That said, there was one that was upgrading. Where are you? This one. So we're going to need a missile hangar gun there, and then we'll put in a target uplink computer. Excellent. And that one's still upgrading to Citadel as well. So there are some of these, like this one too. This one finished up. So missile hangar, gun, missile hangar. Target uplink computer, communications jammer, upgrade to Citadel. Okay, any more of these not upgraded? I don't think so. And we're going to continue ticking forward. Come on, month tick. There we go. Yeah, I think we're pretty much good with our bastions now. We can activate a relic. There's no reason to just now. If we get declared on, we will. We're going to embark this. And we're going to go land on Machinists. Okay. Excellent. I think we already took this. I don't know. I wasn't paying that close of attention, clearly. Now, I do want to get this transport fleet moving up over here. They're 2K right now. So we could potentially... Yeah, we could invade here with them. Just jump drive them over. Like so. Once the month tick happens. Okay, it decided to deselect instead of jump drive.
Research complete.
There we go. Excellent. So they'll be able to very simply land here. And a lot of this territory we're not going to be able to really defend against the Galactic Entente. Don't get me wrong. But we also don't care. We also finished some food tech. That's not necessarily the best. We'll grab army damage next. Fantastic. How goes our assault at Machinists? Well, it's going. We now fully occupy over here, and we're going to move this fleet here, or rather this army here. And this fleet, we're going to jump drive out of there, and they are going to go home to Eldamar Station. Fantastic. And can we actually do anything over here is the question. Well, we'll find out after the month tick. 1199, that's spooky for this army. But this is at 0, so we'll go ahead and land here. And we'll go back and re-bombard over here. Excellent. In the meantime, this fleet is going well. And yeah, they're closing their borders now, but we can jump drive around. It's not a big deal. The good news is that they didn't instantly declare war on us. Which would have been not necessarily problematic, but certainly annoying. But I was hoping to get this war done in this episode. Unfortunately, it looks like that will have to wait until next episode. because we're right at the end here. I was going to go a few minutes later, but the cat is going nuts and really wants out. So I'm going to put a cut in here, and you can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I'm going to go let the cat out. See you all next time.